Good evening. Welcome to week 3, the second class. All right, we're almost through the mod. So tonight, main thing to look at here is the announcements. Please get all work in as soon as possible. And please contact me as soon as possible so we can discuss how to help you get through this mod. All right, any questions, please let me know. All right, so tonight, we're going to do some more onto the CSS to start with. All right, so I went back to the very beginning once again. All right. The more I repeat this, the more you get a chance to see which steps do what. Okay, so first thing, let's attach the CSS. And there we have it. All right, now what I want to do is notice this is a header row column. So if I come down here to the 1024 and add that, we get the row column. But watch how things react in here. That's that whole section, okay? Nothing there. And what I wanted to show is watch how this stuff reacts, okay? Because we're going to, this time, center everything in it. Now watch with what happens when we center it. All right, so we're going to go to the image, add it. All right, so there's the logo. Very top. Left float, as we have been. All right, notice where these are. Okay, so let's go out to the nav class. Nav class. They're up there, so we don't need to do the float left, but if we do want to, this is what happens. See, that puts them right next to it. And it brings the other one up. Now, if we avoid that, watch what happens now by, first, let's get rid of the dots. Notice they didn't go anywhere. Why is that? Well, this one doesn't affect that. Remember, it's the next one down that does. It's the UL. All right? So now, let's go down. And none. All right? Now watch what happens when we left float this one. Same thing. Everything pops up again, right? Now, you could leave that. Just pop everything out. Let's go down one more. All right. Now I'm on the UL, the list. Let's go to the LI. All right. So we're going to add that. All right. Now that we've added that, now we'll float left. So everything comes up. Right. Now what I want to do is we're going to click the HP banner, which is here. Now watch what happens when we float left that. Okay, that's a float left. So basically we brought everything up. But watch the clear left. That puts it right there and we don't have to do any more adjustments. All right, so now we go back to the logo, the margin. Let's go 15%. So I'll put that over there. And then the list. Let's see. The list. that up. Notice if I go all the way, it does basically almost all the way. Okay, so we're going to take that down some so they're closer together. Now let's go back and look at this. All right. So Photoshop, this is what we want it to look like, right? All right, so this, when we go back to the logo, and the percentage didn't stay because I didn't hit enter. Right, 17%. There we go. Now I've hit enter and it stays. All right, now what I want for these is to go down. All right, there we have it. Now the next thing I want to do is we're going to go take the background. Remember, we're going to okay. So the background is going to be this one. All right, so we're going to take that file, page properties, background color, Command V. All right, as you can see, it took effect. Yes, yes. All right, next, what I need to do is get those to the right green, which is this one. So I copied it now. All right, now we're going to go back in there, file, page properties, links. Yes. So it's Command V, Command V, V, Command V, never underline, apply. Now I also want to go bolder. Take a look, that's perfect. Now that took it down because the boldness added to it, right? So now, instead of pixels, let's put this one at percentages, okay? You know what? We're going to actually go to the 1024. All right, now, so let's put 10%. All right, that's too much. Notice that it runs into a problem the further down we go. All right, so here we can actually leave this, but let's go ahead and we're going to leave that at 10% for right now. So the logo, we're going to take that one down. And see what happened here? This did not go all the way. So that's the UL. What's wrong with that? So there we go. Now it works. And we're going to take this up just a little. And this one. Really? There we go. So now we have that working. All right, so now that we have these, we're going to add index.html. All right, so we've got that one. Here, we're going to add that link. That's services. Yes. Gallery. L-E-R-Y. Come on, stay. ERY.html. And it's not staying for some reason. Okay, this is starting to flicker at the bottom. That's unusual. So what we're going to do is we're going to double click on that and put it here. LLERY.html. See, there it took. Services. Now the crew. So this one's just going to be crew. And this one's just going to be contact. UCT.html. All right, and it didn't take it, so we're going to have to do the same thing here. Contact.html. All right, so that's now set. All right, now that we have that one set up, now we're going to set up this area. All right, so the banner, this is going to go over 60%. So we come over here, add the H3 banner. And you know what? Let's go ahead to help organize this a little bit better. We're putting it under the HP banner. All right, so we want to put this at 60%. We'll start there. This one. %. Okay, 60% is too much. Let's go down 10. Four. Okay, so we're going to make that 55. And we're going to go back up here and take that one down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. All right. And then now we're going to go back to this H1 and we're going to put a 5 here. Put a 10. All right. And now this we're going to put over the button, 55%, and that puts it right in the right spot. Now the button though, we also need to change the text so that it's all white, so it matches, right? So here, pound 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there we have it. All right, we're going to quickly file, save all related files, save all. Okay, now we come down here No, we know that these are supposed to be 50%, right? And we're going to change their titles, all right? Because they're no longer tan and dark, right? So this one, blue. Okay, now the blue, where'd it go? I changed it there. Let's go back. Leave that tan. Well, we're going to change it here. PLUE. There we go. Here, we update that. Come down here. Now we have an info box blue versus tan. So we're going to delete that. All right. So there's my blue. Now the blue, oops, there we go. This needs to go away. There we go. And then the dark will be the green. All right, and add it to the CSS. All right, so now I've got this one is gone as well. So we come down, we have the blue. All right, so let's go back to the info blue. All right, the info blue, let's grab the color I need. There we go, I have the color. So we're gonna say the background's this. All right, go to the top, width is 50%. Float left. All right. And now we're going to add the H2 there. All right. That's going to be, well, here we're going to actually say all the text is white. Okay. So the 2, we're going to add so 30 above, let's go 50. 40. All right, we're going to just take that to 20, 30. Now notice that did that to there, all right? That's not where we need it. Okay, we'll get to it. Now we're going to go to this one. So that's going to be the blue P. Okay, so that's going to go 15. And now this. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to go back to the blue. All right, back to the blue. And now the height and there we have it. All right. Now we're going to take those and we're going to copy all the styles there, okay? Now I could make it and duplicate it, right there and change that name to green. Okay. And see how that did that? And then this one will need to, if I take that off, it goes to there. If I keep it on, it goes back up to there. Okay, and that's if I put it below. Now you'll notice though, H2, because I didn't duplicate that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is duplicate that and make it the green. Duplicate. Green. And see how that automatically did it? We're going to duplicate this one. Green. All right, now we want to go to the background and make it green, right? Now look what happened. That's supposed to be the background of this. And we come down here, I have an extra green. We'd better delete that because otherwise we'll start messing up. All right, so here on this green, the background, Command V. All right, and that's how we do that. Now this, so that button, which will be right here. So we're going to create the button. Okay, so that's the blue button. We want to make the text white. Pound 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, now we're going to duplicate this. So duplicate and PREN, enter, enter. And there we go. So that's how easy that was to set up. Okay, file, save all related files, save all. So I'm now showing you some of the shortcuts to doing this, all right? All right, so next, well now, we come down here on these images. Well, if we go to the div class row, that's that whole thing. And we go to div class, this one here, all right? So now we're going to add that, enter. All right, so we're going to, if we do that, nothing happens, right? Yeah, it does. It actually takes the whole box and makes it that size. Now we're going to float left. And let's go back and take a look. Remember, this is going to be 4. All right. So this, now, the image, this is where we do the image. So we add the image. And the width is going to be 25%. Nope, it's supposed to be what? Well, because it's in a box, it's 100%. Okay, well, look how large that is compared to the box. Oh, good. That's working. Well, then this box, the width needs to be 25%. Okay. And then now we'll go to this one, 100%, float left. Oh, why didn't that take them all up? What happened? Well, we're going to go to here. That's the footer. Okay, so let's add the footer right now. Body footer. And that puts it at the bottom. All right. Now notice these graphics are not next to each other, right? Well, I want to go back to the 4th. And I have this. We'll turn that off and look. There we go. So there is none. That's what happens if you have that one on. All right. Right. So there we have it. This is where we are stopping. File, save all related files, save all. All right. So next, what we need to do, now we're going to create each page, right? Well, first, let's go ahead before we do that. And now we're going to create the 768. All right, so let's go to 768. All right, and we're going to click on this. Click on it. So we're on the header. Well, the header's down there. All right, so there we have the header. So we're going to go to 768. Notice that was all in the, uh-oh, what did we do? If you look, those were now all put in the wrong spot. So how do we move those? Because everything from the HP banner down, now look, if I go into here, see, I goofed and put those all right there, all in the styles. So how do we move those? Well, let's go down here. We're going to take, starting here, and you know what? If you look, we did the nav as well. It was supposed to be here. Notice, right? So we did it there, but everything past that style nav needs to be moved. Okay? So, how do we do that? We're going to click, go up, click. Now, we can't drag and drop, right? So what do we do? Well, what we have to do, now we're going to go back over here to CSS. And we're going to go to the code. Because you'll notice all that code Okay, so we're going to select all of it from that point down. All right? But it doesn't select it over here. But if you look at this, .row.col, well, let's go up, and we want to go under style nav, which is right here. All right? So we're going to copy all that, Command C, and delete. All right, notice it is now gone all over here, right? So we're going to go to the 1024. All right, now we go up here and 1024, we're going to put it right there under that 1024. Okay, so now if you come down here, it's all in there. That's how you move those. But it's still not showing up as 1024. Well, we're going to save the CSS styles. Now we're going to back in. Right here, split. Now watch. 1024. And it's still not showing up. That's weird. It should be showing up here. But I'm betting it still shows up there. Okay. Yeah, that should now all be down there. Should be right there. Because if we look at the styles, you'll notice all of that, tablet, desktop. So it's under the desktop. All right. But now, what we're going to do is we're going to copy all of that, starting down here, the HP banner 3. All right, we're going to copy that, Command C. Come up here to desktop view. Okay, now it's showing up there, but it's not showing up here. Because look, that's all showing up there. Now we're going to go up here. There's an extra close. All right, so now we're going to go up here. Let's see what that does. Well, how did that get? What did we just do? All right, let's take a look. Okay, so we're going to go body, open, close, open, close, open, close. We're going to go down. Everything's good. Now we've just lost it there. So let's go ahead and go back. Here's our 1024. Open, close, okay. Okay, so there's the open and the close. So we're going to move that one. I'm going to take that. And we're going to take that down here. Close. All right, there we go. Now we have the 1024 working. Okay, and we go up here. You see, it's all listed because, well, that's everything. But now we break it down, and there we go. All right, so let's go back and take a look at the screen, and everything's working. All right, next, what we can do to cheat is we could take all that and copy it and paste it on the 768, then adjust as needed. All right, so let's go ahead and do that this time. So we're going to go Styles. And we're on the Styles code. So basically everything from here up to the banner, okay? Up to the banner, H1, H3, so everything up to there. Command C. Now we're going to go up here, notice, tablet view, banner, right here, Command V. All right, so now we look at the 768, it's all here. So now all I have to do, let's go to the split. All right, now we're going to go down the 768. Notice it's not working. Well, now we get to actually adjust some things. So we want the style. Let's go back to code. All right, so that puts me right here. Now if I go to the header, all right, so the HP banner, notice the HP banner, well, nothing was done in it, all right? Well, that's because we're here. If I look at the 1024 HP banner, height 560 and enter, right? So that's what we're going to do here too. HP banner, height 560. Come down here. There we go. All right, perfect. Now we need to go back to the next thing. The banner H3. Well, that's this. I want to be above that, okay? We don't need that text right now. So we're going to go to the row column. All right, so the row column, what do we do? Let's look at what's on. Just align center. All right, now let's go to here, row column, align center, which is good. That's what we want. Now we go to logo, left float. Well, we're going to turn left float off because it's now centered with above those. Because remember, this is what we want it to look like. All right. Now that space there, here, turn that out. There we go. And we just need to take it over some more. So, let's see. Right. And there we have it. Now we're set up. So that now brings us, this section's right, almost. See, now we're going to take this H3. So the H3, now we're going to take it down. All right. Now notice this is too large for there. So we're going to leave it at the 170 for now. Go to the H1. All right. Now let's go take a look. Where can I put this so it will look good? Well, here, we basically need to put it back up there. All right. So we're going to go back to 1. Take that off. That puts it up there. Go to here. Okay. So 40. So this can come back. Okay. Now the button, where can we put that button so it looks good? Well, let's take a look. Let's go to the button. Now see, the button is going to be hard to do. So what I would probably do with the button to make it look good here is we're going to add a background color and put that back to that green. All right, so let's grab that green. So the button text, let's go back to green. All right, now, there. See how that now sticks out a little more? That works great right there. Okay, so now we're doing good. All right, now we come down to here. Those are fine. Well, let's take a look here. Okay, those are supposed to be now 50%. instead of 25%, all right? So we'll come down here to this first one. Okay, so notice it says width 100%, which is right. Come down to this one. It says width is 25, so we're going to make that 50%. And we take a look. And now we have almost working, okay? You'll see that the graphics are actually larger here. No, actually, they're fine. They're perfect. Come take a look. See? They're working great. So that's the quick way to set this page up. All right? Now we're going to create the form. Okay? So File, Save All Related, and Save All. All right. Well, you notice we did set up the links, right? And I don't think that's quite centered. Let's check something here. Let's go back up to the logo. We're going to take that off. Okay, there we go. Now it's right. And then these, let's make sure here. %, and it's not quite. All right, there we have it. And now it's fit. Okay. So once I get this all finished, we're going to try an experiment here. All right, now what we need to do is we're going to go back to the 1024 and we're going to come back. We're now finished with that. Now we need these. All right, so this is the wireframe for the form, okay? So what we're going to do, first things first. So we're going to go to Files. We're going to duplicate. Now, we can go to Edit and Duplicate, okay? Notice it's index copy, so all we have to do is come over here, right click, edit, rename, and this one's going to be services. Duplicate, duplicate, edit, rename, and this one's gallery, Gallery. Now we're going to duplicate, edit, rename, crew, and the last one, contacts. So edit, rename, whoops. First we have to duplicate it, edit, duplicate, edit, rename, C-O-N-T-A-C-T. All right. And as you see, now everything's set up. So what we're going to do, don't save, that's done. Now, what we're going to do is go ahead and now we're going to open, this is the contact, and I want to work on this inspiration gallery. All right. So first things first is what we're going to do is we're going to bring up the gallery. All right. Now we want the gallery. All right. So here's this. Let's go ahead and we're going to open the other ones of those. All right. So let's go to the wireframes gallery. Whoops, I already have that one open. Okay, you know what? That's going to work great. So this is what I want it to look like. So let's go back to here. Oops. So we no longer need this section here, right? So the banner, let's take that whole section out. And actually, I'm going to leave, yeah, I'm going to take that whole section out. All right, gone. Now look what that just did. So what we need to do is go to the inspiration one, and that should actually have, go down to here, and that's the blue. We're going to add this. See how that puts that all back together now? And now let's go back to index. Nothing changed. Okay. So we're going to come to here. I no longer need this section, but I like the green up here for a title. So I'm going to go with that one. All right. So the green. All right. So we're going to keep that and we're getting rid of the blue. So okay, that's that one. And this one, so we start at 54. Go to there. And gone. Right? So now I really have to hit. Now this is where it gets tricky, because at that point, if I were to do that here, watch what happens. Now I'm going to go to the green, and I'm going to hit that. That works here, right? Well, let's go back to here. It does not work there. So what we have to do is we're going to go back, and then we're going to go back. So now I brought the blue back. I'm going to intentionally get rid of this one. Okay? Because I no longer need it. So it's gone. Now this, what we need to do is we're going to name this info blue. So we're going to copy that, all right? The blue, I'm going to copy it. So duplicate, info blue. Now this is going to be, we're now going to call it green. Green dash G-I-T-L-E title, all right? And the reason is because if I call this info blue, well, that's going to mess everything up. Because once I start adjusting the green, well, that messes the blue up there. So we have to give this one another section name, another division name, okay? So green title. There we go. All right, so now the green title, let's grab the green. Come down here. And first things first, width 100%. Okay. And we're going to clear that for now. We're going to go down. Let's see, the background is going to be green. There we go. So this section, gone. And this section, gone. Okay, now you see how that put that title in there? Now look, it's a little tight, so all we have to do is go to the green title, and we're going to add 5 above. And 5 below. Okay, not quite enough. Let's do it again. But you're noticing, look where I'm messing with. All right. So we're getting rid of that. I need to actually be inside the H2 for that. Well, if I mess up H2, it's going to mess up the other, right? So now we're going to copy this. So now we're going to duplicate this, and we're going to call it green title H2. All right. Now this one, notice it has the name right there, right? So how do I change that? Green title What did I just do wrong here? Can you tell me? We have the green title. Now we have the green title H2. All right. So really, I haven't done anything wrong yet. We just have to rename that green title H2. Notice, see how that just did that, made that change? Well, that's because I have 30 here. So we take that out. Now that puts it back to there. Now we're going to add 5. Let's go to 10. See how that looks. And that looks pretty good. So we're going to leave it at that. All right, now, this is where we get to add the other images, right? So it's image 1, 2, 3, 4. But now we actually need to change these images. All right? We're going to delete. And now we're going to insert image. Let's go back to 248 images. Now these are the galleries. All right. So I open it, and that's going to put it right there. All right. Notice how it put it down. Okay. And it stretched it. So we're going to work on that one too. But now we need to actually put all 8 of them up, right? So we're going to copy that line. Command C and V. In fact, we're going to do this 6 more times. Something's wrong. There we go. Okay. All right, so that should give us 8. Yep, that gives us the 8 pictures. And they're really messed up. We're going to have to go fix those, right? Somehow there's an extra image here. Okay, there we go. All right, and then we're going to do the same here. Okay, so now we have that all fixed, right? All right, so now that's all set up. So it's going to be gallery 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to cheat to get those 6, 8. All right, so now we have the 8 there. So to get those, what we have to do, we're going to lower this down, go back to here. All right, let's go to these images. We're going to copy them. Here, we're going to highlight them. Right click, we're going to copy. Come over to my working files, to the images, and we paste. So now we bring up Dreamweaver again, and look. We're going to refresh. What? One, two, three. Let's go to here. And they're there. Why they aren't coming across, I don't know. Oh, we'll fix that. So we're going to go to here. And we're going to go to 7. Okay. I don't know why. All right. Well, anyway, now we've got to take this mid 4th, and it's going to stay 4th, but gal. Right? So let's go back to CSS. All right. Now we come down here and we have the 4th. We're going to duplicate that, copy. So copy styles, copy layout styles. All right. Now we're going to come back here and we're going to add that one at the bottom here. So there we go. There we go. There we go. Now we're going to control paste styles. And there we go. Oh, there's still one off. 4. 8. That's weird. Okay, now see where it says the height and width? So now we've got the 25%. Okay, that's weird. That should be right there. So let's take a look. Well, what I'm going to do is we're going to duplicate this, copy, and we're going to paste it. All right. So now we've copied and pasted. Now we've got that all down there too. But what we're going to actually do is take out that half there and take out the first half here. Okay, it's still doing it. And it has something to do with this line right here. Let's see. Alt. And, oh, okay. That's what's wrong. I need to add this to each of those. Now you'll notice this still works this way. Now let's take a look. Now notice, look how the size of these pictures. The pictures are so large, width 25%. Well, what I need to do then is copy that. So copy the layout styles. And now we need to, that image, we're going to call it a new name. So the image is going to be image gal -al as well. All right. So let's go down to that. Okay. Where'd it go? All right. There we go. Now we're going to come down here and add it. There we go. All right, now what we're going to do, all we have to do is come down here. In here, right click, paste styles. There we go. Now, again, notice the dash gal here, right? The class. So the alt width. So we have the alt here. This is backwards. So we're going to copy that, take that out there. And we're going to put it right there. All right, so now we have that there. So now we need to add this. And see how that's affecting each picture and making it work, fit right. Here we go. And this is where we start to have all that fun. All right, let's take a look. And there we have it. Now they're working. Okay, so now we're going to File, Save All Related Files, File, save all. All right, now, well, now we need to come back to here. Notice this. Well, let's go back out. Info green box title, Command C. But I need to actually duplicate that for over there, right? So what we're going to do, so basically we had the info green, the info blue, come down here. Now I have this info green, info box blue. In the green we had info box title. Okay, so that's the info box. Notice they're not there on this page. And the title, that's that. And then those are both that. So we want to go from info box blue and actually info box green title is what we're going from. So the last 3 lines of it. So let's go to CSS code. And that is so from here, info box green title, Command C. I want to go up and put that. There's the desktop. All right, so I want to put it just above the footer, right? And notice I put the footer in there again. That we'll want to take out because if we don't, we'll have duplicates and it'll be fighting. All right. So let's go back to the source and split. All right, now we go to here and lo and behold, look, it's all set up. All right, so file, save all related files, save all. Okay, so that brings us up to that. Now, let's go and do the form. Okay. So, and I'm going to see later about working on tonight if this will actually copy over. And if it does, if I could take all that code and copy it the way I did, and it doesn't change it, that would be great. But that's neither here nor there now, right now. So, all right, now what we need to do is we're going to close the gallery, make sure this is all set up still. Yes, it is. No messing up there, so that's closed. Now we're going to open up the form. All right, the contact. All right, so let's take a look at what the contact's supposed to look like. This is the inspiration contact. Notice the contact is. So what I'm going to do to make this so much easier is we're going to delete that page right there. Okay, gone. Delete, yes. Okay. Actually, we're going to notice Command Z does not work to bring that back. So what we're going to do now is I have the gallery page set up. So I'm going to copy and we're going to do the same thing, edit, duplicate. Edit, rename. And this one is CONTACT. All right, so now we'll bring this one up. Notice there we have it. So what I'm going to do is change this contact. Really? Contact us. All right, now everything from here, come on. So we're going to start everything at 61 down to here. We're going to delete. All right. So now right here, and okay, there's an error. So there's an extra tag there. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go up here to insert form. And we want to insert a form right there. Okay, and just like the others, we're going to put the enter there. All right. Now, look at all this stuff. So we're going to put text. Okay. And in the text, let's go up here, refresh this. Notice nothing. We don't see anything yet, right? We should see text, but we don't. What I have to do to make this work best is we're going to take that form out. Okay. We are going to go back to HTML. You saw it didn't show up. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in a div at insertion point. And this is going to be form. Okay. There we have that. So now this form, come over here to CSS, go down to the bottom. We add the form. All right. Now the form, we are going to come down here. And I cleared there. That puts it right between there and that. Okay. Now the form, if we go look, is gray or a different color. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab for the background of the form. We're going to grab this one again, but that's what it already is. So let's make it gray. All right. So we're going to grab this and let's go to right about there. Now that's not going to stand out, is it? So rather than that, what we want to do is let's go to this one. Okay. Background, Command V. And there we have it. All right. Now, as it says, content for class farm goes here. Well, we need to set up a padding here. So we're going to set up 10, 10, 10, whoops. And 10. There, now it's all the way around that form. All right, so we're going to go here. And this first text is going to be, and this is all the stuff for the form. All right. So this div class, it starts and ends, right? So we're going to hit enter. All right, so we're going to delete that first set of text. All right, now we're going to go back, insert. Let's go back to the form. And we're going to put text. All right. Why did it put that? I didn't say input. Oh, I chose the wrong one. All right, so what's this say the issue is? Tag must be with a dash div. It's right there. Okay. Well, let's see what happens here because that's right there. All right, so we're going to input text.
That may be beyond my abilities at the moment.
Not you. All right, so we put the form in. Now we're going to put text. Input type. But notice it doesn't put anything in front of it. All right, so rather than putting input type, what we're going to do is now we're going to put in a button. Okay, now before we go any further, you'll notice this div class, all divs have a start and an end. Okay, well, this div, start and end, but it says tag must be paired with that. So if I put that one up there, there, we now solved that, right? Well, okay. Now see, it's still saying it must be paired. So what we're going to do, we're going to take that out. Now right here, I'm going to hit this. And notice it goes right back to there, to that section. Well, the problem is, take a look at this. This main section is now going to be that contact section, but it's way up there, right? So we're going to come over here to the CSS, down to the bottom. Let's put it above the form. Body main, come back up here. We don't have a body main, right? Let's go down here now. And we hit it. Okay, that takes it down to that section. So now this is a section. This is now a form, right? But I can't click into it. What we're going to do now we're going to, watch this, add. And we'll do this too. And see, that does that whole section. So that is all one section, okay? So now, what we want to do is, we're in the form section, right? So we're going to add, insert, come down here, and there is a label. So we're going to label it. This one is name. All right, so the name, and see, now that shows up, right? But this is still showing an error. Tag must be paired, no start tag. Okay, so I have an extra div tag here, in other words. So we're going to take that out. Guess what? That didn't do anything. It's still saying it's there, right? All right, so open slash div close. Now we click on it. It says it's there. Still is an error, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out. There. Now it's gone. So we're going to insert again. So now we're going to insert the form. Let's do this from scratch again. All right, so there is, oh, do you see what the problem was? I didn't close the form. So we're going to go back, put it back in. All right. Div class form. Now this is going to come down here. But take a look. Here, let's take this section out and start it over just to make this cleaner. All right. All right, so now we're going to insert the form. But notice the div area is gone, right? So let's go back to the CSS design. Did I add a div? Well, I did. I added that, so it's gone. That is going to stay though, okay? So now we're going to add the form. But before I do that, I want to add a division again, okay? So it's going to be, so now we're going to insert HTML, the div. At this point, so class form ID dot contact. All right, there we go. Now what's wrong? It is tagged with a div. All right, well, let's go back to here. Okay, we're going to take that out because for some reason, this is being difficult, not wanting to work. As you've seen, that seems to be a majority of this program. So what we're going to do, we're going to make this easier. Now we're just going to, instead of inserting the div, we're just going to go and insert a form. See if that does better. All right. And I put two of them in there. There we go. All right, so I have my form. All right, why is it saying it's still messed up? All right, so let's do this. Really? Saying that the problem's still there. All right, well, let's do this. There we go. That got rid of it. Okay. That's weird because it's no longer showing here. All right, So now we're going to insert the form. So we have our form. Right, since it seems to say we have an open div there. Well, still arguing that, but we're going to go ahead and, because there's no extra opens right now for some reason, close, open. Because it's closed. And it set it even when we input it. So we're going to go ahead and just leave it at this right now. All right. So now we're going to go down here, add the label, name, and then after the label, we're going to insert a text box. Okay. Now we want to break. Now notice, for the form, what I need to do, let's go add the CSS design. Now we're going to add the form. Add the form, there we go. All right, now the form is going to be here. There we go. So that puts it exactly in there. And we're going to put it 20 here. Whoops. All right. So now you see we have 20, 20, 20 around it. And the form now fits right into there. And we're going to take it down, actually. So the body main, let's add all right, now it's starting to freeze up working. All right, so you're getting the idea here. So we have the name. Now I need to put open, BR, close. All right, now what that does is now we're going to insert label, email, address, email. Okay. Now, if I did another break, open BR, that'll give me a duplicate. So now that's all I need there. See? So I'm going to copy those two. Break. Okay. So email, now telephone. Cell phone. Or actually, best contact number. All right, now we come up here. Telephone. All right. Enter. The break. And then now we're putting, we could put radio boxes, we could put all this, check boxes, a field set label. All right, so message to us. Message us. And then here, Now we have a big box, but to get that, what we need to do is come back up here, text, minimum width. Okay, now I've got my properties. All right, so the minimum width, input, notice there's no, okay, and this is going to be message. And this one will actually grow as we type, okay? So we're gonna go right, and now we're going to insert the buttons, all right? So we want a submit button, all right? And we want a reset button, all right? And that is how you do that, all right? So let's go up here. Now on the name, just above that one, we're gonna do and that gives me the space above now. All right, so now we're going to file, save. Save. All right, now if I go to the smaller one, guess what? It's right up against it. Okay, so what I'll need to do is, let's go back to here, go back to here, to the form, main body. We're going to copy all styles. All right, go up here. Now notice, after that, dot gal, there's nothing else. So I need the main body and the body main form, right? So, well, let's go ahead, shrink it down. And we're going to go over to here, grab that code. That to that, okay? Well, here we have our main form, our body main form. So we're going to capture that. So Command C. Now we're going to go back up to here, to, there's that one, up the body footer, Command V. All right, now we go over here to the styles, the 768. There it is. So we can go back to split and look, it's now set up. That's how easy that is. All right. So then what we need to do, let's see if I type, there it goes. Okay. So whatever I type, so now we're going to go File, Save All Related Files, Save All. Let's go over here, Google Chrome. We now have this, my autofill, email, and we'll make this work next week. And I need to change that. I need to correct that. Then we hit submit and not found because, well, we haven't set that up yet. All right. But that's it. Right there is what you're submitting this week. All right. So you're going to, let's go ahead and go to here. Well, really quick, let's go ahead and make sure I fix the little typos. All right, now we're going to test it. All right, services. That goes to the index, gallery, the crew, because I didn't go and change them, okay? So I'll have those changed for next week. And the home. So that's how easy that is. All right. Now, let's go ahead and we're going to see if we can add the smaller one. All right. So now, Photoshop, remember, smallest is 480. So let's see if we can add 480. All right. So what we're going to do is go to the code. And I'm going to start, okay, here's the desktop. So I'm going to start here, go all the way up to here to tablet. So to 46. Right there, I'm going to copy. You know what? We're going to put this at the very bottom just to make this easier. All right, so this is now smartphone view, minimum width 480. And guess what? Yeah, it did it for us. Now let's see if we can actually make the changes without it killing it. All right, so let's go back. We're going to open the index. And now we're going to set this up to look just like that. Well, I've copied all the stuff, so that's the easy part, right? Uh-oh. Look, it messed it up. For some reason, it messed this up. Well, that's all right. It's just this that's messed up, so I can fix that really easy. I got it working up here. No? All right, so let's go to the 1024. 1024. Yeah, that messed it up. So, and look, see, even the size is off here. This is what happened. As soon as I did that, it reset it. So, as you know now, watch out for that. All right. So we don't want to do that. So let's go back. Yep, see, as soon as we added it, it messed it up. And there it is, it's back now. I took that out and put it back. I think, oh, I know what's happening is because when I did that, remember, we have to rename all these, otherwise it messes those up. So, yeah. No, it shouldn't have happened because it's still the same thing. They are still named the same thing. Yeah, see? They're all named the same thing. Just for some reason, it was not wanting to do it. If I go to here, it works. So we're not going to worry about that for some reason. It's this template, okay? Again, it's the template. Now, that being said, file, save all related, file, save all. All right. So again, what you're turning in for this week, you're going to zip this folder, rename it, and submit it, okay? You're going to put in all this information on all those other pages. So as you saw, it's real simple to do. Once you get it set up, you copy it over, and then you just make the adjustments in the CSS. Okay. Then you're going to zip it. So you're doing all the pages here. The HTML page from panel and Dreamweaver. Okay, so open it. Let's see. Okay, and then the assessment is the contact page. So you should have all the pages now finished, okay? And then you're going to submit them. All right, that being said, as you can see, this template has an issue, so don't worry about doing the smartphone. I just wanted to try it to see if it would work, but you saw how I took it out of there and it got rid of that mess up. So I'm not sure what's going on there. That should have only messed up the 460. Actually, there might be a way to fix that. Let's try something. We're going to try this again. Okay. Let's go to the code. CSS. We're down at the bottom. Command V. Smartphone. Okay. Minimum width. All right, so we have this. Now I'm going to 767 as a maximum width. Right, so we double click this, we add maximum width is 767, minimum 480. All right, now, all right, there's that one. That one. Yep, because now we have to make the adjustments to make it work. There we go. By putting that minimum, that maximum right there, that just fixed it. So we're going to go to here. And this, well, okay, so for here, let's see, the banner is still on there. 560. Maximum width was 778 because I took that from the 768. So the maximum width is going to be, okay, yeah, I just put that there. Wait, maximum width. Okay. The banner. What we have for here. Page. Height 560. That's interesting. The picture didn't shrink down. See? So let's go ahead and for the banner, we're going to go to the width. 100%. Nope, that didn't do it either. So that one's still not working per se, okay? We can get most of this working. All right, so the nav, let's take a look at the logo. Row column, everything is centered. Yep, it's centered. The logo is, we don't want it left justified in here. That, we don't want it. And I should have taken those back down. Oh, whoops. I know what's wrong. Let's go to there. There we go. So the banner, 560. Okay. Width, 100%. Okay, that didn't affect the graphic. Okay, so the row column, right, centered, that's right. The logo, the nav, here, There we go. And the margin. And there we go, that one's now set. Okay. All right, now these are fine. Those work perfect. Now these though, now the only thing is those are supposed to be at 100% now. Okay. So instead of half, let's go down here. Okay. So instead of this, they're 100%. Okay. We scroll down, 100, 100. That's perfect. What did I do here? Okay. Do I have that at pixels? Let's take a look. 0, 0. But for some reason, the blue has to have 5 in it to make it work. Okay. Now we go down. Now the images. Okay, so the images. That's the gallery. We want these ones. So the 4th. So this is 100%. Turn that off. And the image. There we go. And there we go. File. Save all related files. Save all. Now let's take a look. And it messed that one up. Okay, let's click here. There we go. Okay. That one's right. And guess what? We now have all of them working. But I'm not going to make you do that one. If you would like to, that would be great to see. All right. In fact, let's take this one out and see if that affects it. Yeah, that affected that. For some reason, taking that max width out really affects it. Yeah, for some reason that one really affects it. And that's something within the template. So, all right. So I look forward to seeing your work. And as you can see, we now have the site working. So we're going to go File, Save All Related, File, Save All, run it. And like I said, you'll be doing those, the gallery, the crew page, which we went over Tuesday or Monday, gallery and the crew page, and then the contact us. And that's the contact. I submitted, it downloaded the form, which is weird. But we will work on that this week, next week. All right. So thank you for watching, class. We finally have this working. We found a workaround all the way now. And it's by basically copying the code, pasting the code, making the changes. That being said, you have a nice weekend, and I look forward to seeing your work on Friday. Good night.